ProWrestlingSheet.com.
Candice LeRae, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
I am doing great. You know, as someone who has been going to PWG shows for a long time, I'm super pumped to see you get an NXT women's title shot finally. How does it feel for you?
It blows my mind. I feel like nothing is real here. Like I'm just living in this little dream world, and I go up to people and I'm like, oh, you are, wait. Oh, yeah, we're here. So
Just pinching yourself while walking around?
And it's funny because I feel like these kinds of days, and I know it's going to happen today, it's going to be like a wedding day type scenario where like you wait for so long for this day to come, and then it's there, and then it's gone. All this anticipation, and then it's gone. And I just know I'm trying to kind of step back every so often and like take things in. I mean, I feel like I've been doing that since I got here.
It's got to be hard to do that though when you're like in it here.
It is. And everything is happening so fast that you're like, wait, I wanted that. Oh, okay, well, it's gone. So we're going to wait for the next one. Yeah, it's unreal. Every single day. I tell Johnny, I'm like, I think this is weird, right? Like we shouldn't be able to do this.
Well, you should be able to do this. You guys are super talented.
Yeah.
Oh, you're like the most modest person always, and it cracks me up because, like, dude, you have no idea that I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit for how many people you've inspired. Like, I was just talking to Shayna a second ago about how full circle it is for her.
Yeah.
To be in the crowd at PWG watching guerrilla warfare matches of you doing like crazy stuff, and now to be opposite in the ring against you, I feel like it's got to be interesting for you too, knowing that she was watching your matches at that time.
Did she tell you what she thought when she first saw me?
She said that she said that she didn't have like her game face on. She said before at that time she was watching as a fan, so it's a little different. Does that count? Or, I mean, is that the real her? That's a good question.
Maybe that was her insecurities, and maybe that's why she's a little nervous now, because she knows what she's getting in the ring with. Because, you know, the first few times that we competed, it wasn't really, like, I haven't, like, been that version of myself. Like, I've been trying to get to it, but, like, you get to this new big place, and it's kind of scary. You're like the new kid on campus, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to talk to anybody. And so you take, like, a little risk at a time, and you're like, okay, well, maybe today I'm going to try to do this move. Maybe I won't get hurt. Like, maybe I won't hurt myself, because I'm real life clumsy, actually. I had to, like, put my arms out on the bleachers to walk by you guys a little bit ago, because
I almost tripped on my face in front of Matt Bloom over there, so I'm with you.
Yeah, so I'm real life clumsy, so, like...
Well, you know, I think that, you know... I totally get what you're saying about being the new kid on the block or whatever, but do you think that this will kind of be your... Like, do you think this will help you kind of get over that hump and kind of feel like you? Like, I feel like you still don't feel in here.
In my innards.
Yeah.
In my insides.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that this will help you feel more like you're supposed to be here?
I feel like there was this little ball of like magic just like hanging out inside and growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And then they came to me and they were like, well, you can have a match and it will be with Io at TakeOver. And I said, well, time to let this ball out, I guess. And it just exploded. So now Shayna should be scared because the ball is everywhere. The magic is everywhere.
I love that you speak in like Disney-isms even when you're talking about your wrestling.
They say that they joke and they say I'm like a real princess. We were in tag matches this weekend that weren't supposed to be tag matches, but Shayna's little crew can't stay out of it. And I was tag teaming with Reina Gonzalez and Rhea started pulling hair, and I looked at Reina and she's like, yeah, pull her hair, and I literally said to her, I was like, pull her hair, and she goes, yeah, we pull hair. I was like, oh no, like this is a real conversation that happened mid-match, because so they all joke that I am actually just a Disney princess. And I tell Johnny, actually, to be fair, I do tell Johnny I am. And he doesn't believe me, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure I talk to animals.
I mean,
so
it wouldn't surprise me. You're a very nice person. So I feel like if anyone's going to talk to anyone, it's probably you.
They talk to me.
You know, it's funny, you know, you've kind of, you know, been on the, you know, this is your first, you know, big match, obviously, in NXT, the biggest match you've had in NXT. But you were so...
And no pressure. Everything's on the line.
But you were, you know, so closely involved with the Ciampa Gargano storyline as well. How has it been for Johnny kind of being in your role now and kind of like being the one championing you.
I totally told him, I was like, you get to be my wife now. Like, I'm so happy. But like, I don't, it's been so, like, there was a transition between us trying to figure out like, oh, we're definitely married, and we've never, at no point in our relationship have we tried to hide it. I'm pretty sure the first time, even the first like time we wrestled each other, I think people kind of knew something was happening because the atmosphere in there, I was like, oh no, they know. I guess we just got to be honest about this and put it out there. So like, you can't, of course, this company's not going to hide that. And then it's been me as the wife, though, for so long that now I'm like, oh, how does it feel? How does it feel?
What did he say? How does it feel?
He's like, it's fine. It's whatever.
He seems like a very supportive dude, so.
No, he is. He is. I was so nervous when they told us we were going to be the first match on the first episode of the USA Network NXT debut show. And I was like, they're going to change that. That's going to change, right? I was like, that's got to change. And I just went through the day. I'm like, there's no way. And then we were backstage, and I've never been so afraid of that intro that plays before every WWE event ever. Mm-hmm. I got so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, we're going out there. We're
going to be live.
Yeah, this is real. We have to go. We got to do this now. But let me tell you, when Bianca ran into me that first time, I was like, oh, we're here now. We're going.
Live TV, yeah, baby. We're
in it now.
I mean, it's got to feel cool for you, because that magic was contained for so long inside of you. It's got to be cool that it was unleashed at such a pivotal time for the brand, and the fact that they had that confidence in you does say a lot.
Yeah, I keep telling Johnny, I'm like, maybe they're like, oh, well, people like Candice and she's different. Let's just sit. And he goes, no, you're there for a reason. I was like, I don't know. I think I'm just really I lucked out on something. I was like, maybe I fooled people. Maybe I fooled people this time.
It's crazy that I hate when I hear you say these things, because I just know from me personally and just the fan in me, I can definitively say that you are my favorite female wrestler ever. So I remember going when you first were wrestling at PW, for me seeing you wrestle at PWG the first time and just being like, whoa. I would honestly say that you and this place opened up my eyes to what women's wrestling can be. So you got to give yourself a little more credit.
I'm actually very lucky that when I got here and saw what I had to work with here, and I was like, these girls are amazing. They're phenomenal. I would put our women up against any other locker room of women in the entire world. These women are so talented, and I get to work with them. What?
How did I get so lucky?
I honestly feel like when you're in the locker room at a PWG show and everybody's like, we gotta compete. There's no well, I'm first, so I'm gonna take it a little easy tonight. It's no, I'm first. I'm gonna kill it so that you have to follow that. And every show was like that. But the locker room environment was so good. Nobody was trying to undermine anybody or politic or everybody was just there to do what they could do, put on a good show, and that was it. Yep. And so here, I just appreciate that we kind of have that culture here. The girls don't sit here and go, there's 2 different women's matches on most of the cards, which is great.
Yeah, trust me.
And on top of that, we're not oh man, they're wrestling before us. They're probably not, let's tell them, don't do this and don't do that. And it's no, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it my, if I'm the first girls match, I'm going to be well, I'm going to put on a match. And then it's a competitiveness that pushes everybody and elevates everybody. But we're all so together as we're a family, and I love it. This is one of the best female locker rooms also, attitude-wise, that I've ever experienced in my entire life. And I've been doing this for 17 years.
That's awesome. So
in 17 years, this is the best locker room of women I've ever been around.
Well, it's nice to get to work your way up to the best. Now you're here now.
I was just telling somebody, I'm I feel like I can appreciate all of this so much better now that I've come through everything else. And so I think that because of all that hard work and everything that I've been through up to this moment, I can appreciate, actually appreciate things like, oh, you get to be in the Royal Rumble. Oh, you get to be a part of WrestleMania. Oh, you get to be the first match on USA Network for NXT, this super awesome brand. Like, that's just all, it's awesome. It's unreal.
Is it, out of everyone here, well, you and Adam Cole, I'd say, I feel like you guys are the most associated with PWG and the Young Bucks and stuff. What's it like for you, going head to head with someone that tonight, that's someone you're close with, someone that you're friends with? Is it exciting for you?
There's nothing wrong with competition. It's good for everybody. Wrestling is great right now, but they're my friends, but I wish them luck. But,
Yeah, totally.
They might need it.
Hey, we'll see. Well, thank you so much, Candice. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
ProWrestlingSheet.com